this channel once again. It's me, Shrestha, and you are watching the Excellent Education channel. In this channel, you'll be getting a lot of lectures related to the mathematics. Okay, and today's lectures, I'll be talking about the slopes, its explanations, its derivations, and its uses. Okay, now let's get started. Now let's talk about what is slope. Okay, now slope means what? It is the tangent of angle made by a line. Yeah, tangent means what? Tan. So if angle is theta, then tangent of angle means it is tan theta. Okay, so what is slope? Slope is the tangent of angle, and angle must be what here? The very important is angle. The angle must be along the positive x-axis. Now see, if this AB is a line and this makes angle theta. This makes angle theta with the positive x-axis. Now positive x-axis means what? The right hand side of the x-axis is called positive x-axis and left hand side of the x-axis is called negative x-axis. So while taking the slope, while finding the slope, the angle must be on the positive x-axis. Okay, so here theta. Now see this AB. So AB makes an angle theta with the x-axis. So what is the slope of this line AB? It is tan theta. Okay, so the tangent of angle made by a line along positive x-axis, this is called slope, and the slope is denoted by n. We know the slope is denoted by n, so we write n equals to tan theta. So for this line AB, the slope is tan theta. Now let's talk about what is about CD. Let us suppose that the CD makes an angle theta. Let us suppose this is the theta. CD makes an angle theta. This is along left hand side or along negative x-axis. It is on the negative x-axis. Now for this line CD, its slope is not tan theta because this angle is not made with the positive x-axis. So here you have to find the angles with the positive x-axis. So this is theta, means you need this angle. This is the angle made by this CD line with the positive x-axis. So what is this angle? This angle is what? Of course 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta. So what is the slope of this line CD? So slope of this line CD, this is m equals to tan 180 minus theta. You should subtract from 180 if it is taken in the negative x-axis. So you can write this is minus tan theta. So we remember that. Yeah, the angle must be with the positive x-axis. Okay, so this is the slope of CD is minus tan theta. Now see, let's look at here. This is the next example. Now here this PQ. Now PQ is the line is given there. Now how do you find the slope of PQ? To find the slope, the angle must be with the x-axis, and this is on the positive x-axis. And here you cannot take the angles with the y-axis. Okay. Now see, to find the slope of this line, you have to extend the line so that it cuts somewhere else on the x-axis. Now see, if I extend this line, it comes somewhere else. Let us suppose this is n, somewhere else at the x-axis. Okay, now let us suppose that if it makes an angle theta here, then what is the slope of PQ? The slope of PQ, this is m equals to tan theta. Okay, now these are how we define the slope. Now how to find the slope for this figure? Now mostly these figures are very important. Yeah. Now see, in this figure, first let's talk about here. Now in this case, this ABC is given equilateral triangle, and you are supposed to find the slope of all AB, BC and AC all sides. Okay. Now see, in this case, okay, let me draw this line here a little bit bigger. Okay, let us suppose this ABC is an equilateral triangle, and we are supposed to find the slope of AB, BC and AC. Now how do you find? To find the slope, you need angle there. Okay, so now see, let's find for BC. For BC here we are given is this is parallel to this. They always say one side is parallel to the x-axis. Now if BC is parallel to the x-axis, then what can you say? The angle between the BC and the x-axis is 0. That is what? Angle between the BC and the x-axis is 0 degree. That means what is the slope of BC? Now you can write slope of BC. Now the formula is tan theta, and tan theta means what? 0 degree. So tan 0 means 0. So the slope of the line BC is 0. Okay, now let's talk about what about AC and AB. Okay, now for AC, now see, first you need to know where does this AC cross at x-axis. Okay, now see, first you have to extend the line. Now I am producing the line so that it crosses somewhere else. Let us suppose it is P. Okay, it is P. Now you need this angle. Now you have to know this angle. Now you can write here for what? For AC. Now for AC, what is theta? Now this is the theta. What is the value of theta? Now for equilateral triangle is every angles are 60 degree. We know is every angles are what? 60 degree. Okay. If this angle is 60, of course this angle is 60 degree because this is the corresponding angle. Okay. And then after you should not take this angle as theta because you have to take to the positive x-axis. So this angle you have to find, and this angle is what? 180 minus 60. Now this give your angle is theta is 120 degree. Okay. Now you can find slope. Now slope equals to what? This is tan 120 degree. Now see, what is tan 120 degree? Now you can find like, you can directly write or you can write like this way. This is 180 minus 60. This comes minus tan 60, or you can write minus root under 3. Okay. This is how you can change it, like this is allied angles. Yeah, this is, we'll discuss this when we are studying in trigonometry. Okay. So the slope of this line AC is minus root 3. Okay. Now let's talk about AB. Now for what? AB. Okay. Now talk about AB. Now how do you find the slope of AB? This also you have to extend the line. Now say, now this extending the line, this is P, let us suppose this is Q. Now this angle 60 means this angle is also 60. Now this angle is with the positive x-axis. Okay, with the positive axis. So here theta is 60 degree. So what is the slope? M equals to tan 60, and this gives you root under 3. Okay, this is how you find the slope for this sides. Now let's talk about here is, now see, this is the square. Now this is another question. Now here is given that this is the coordinate axis and this ABCD is a square. Okay, ABCD is a square. Now let us have, now you are asked to find the slope of AB, the slope of AC, the slope of BD, and you can find all, like the slope of AD, all you can find. Okay, now let's find the slope of these lines. Now see, as this ABCD is a square, now in square you know the, and this is parallel. This one side always given parallel. Okay, if this is a square, the property of a square, you know, the diagonals of the square bisects the angles. That means these all angles are 45 degree. These all angles are what? 45 degree. Now whatever the angles you see here, these all are 45 degree. Because the diagonals bisects the angles of the square. Okay, so in angles of the square is 90, so it is 45, 45. Now let's find it. Now for AB. Now see, AB means what? First AB is parallel to x-axis, so theta is 0. Similarly, what we did that 0 degree. So slope equals to what? This is AB for AB. Okay, slope equals to, this is tan 0, this equals to 0 degree. 0. Okay. Now see, let's find for AC. AC. Now see AC. Now for AC, you have to extend the line. Now see, this angle you need, as this is, now see, this you can say this is alternate angle. Okay, this is 45 degree. And now see, for what? AC. For AC, theta equals to 45 degree. So what is the slope? M equals to tan 45. Your slope comes 1. Okay. Now let's for BD. Now all we can easily find. Now BD means what? We have to extend the line. Now let us suppose somewhere else it cross like P. Now you need this angle here. Yeah, you need this angle. And first this is 45 means this angle is 45. And of course this angle is what? 180 minus 45. It gives you 135 degree. So for what? This is for BD. You can write M equals to what? Now directly, now theta equals to 135 degree. Now M equals to tan 135. You can directly write also here minus 1. Now no need to find, yes, step by step that I did that before. You can directly write, you use the calculator, you can directly write it. This is minus 1. And now see, last the 4 is AD. Now what is AD? Now this is AD. Now for AD what happens? This AD. Now you can extend. Now see what happens? This AD makes angle 90 degree. because this 90 means this also 90. Okay, now this AD makes an angle 90 degree with the x-axis, so here theta equals to 90 degree. So what is the slope? Slope equals to tan 90, and tan 90 means what? Tan 90, this is sine, this is infinity. Tan 90 value is infinity. Okay, this is how now you can find the slopes of the given lines. Okay, now let's talk about another way of finding. Now, so this is the one formula for slope. Now let me derive the another formula of slope. Okay, now see, now slope, one formula just we derive is, now slope n equals to tan theta. Okay, now let's find the another formula for slope, and we know the another formula slope, you know, this is slope formula is another is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Now this formula I did, now I'll derive this formula. Okay, now see, now how to derive this formula? Now first you need to have the coordinate axis. Now see here, let us suppose there is a line. Now this line, this is A is x1 y1. Let us suppose this is B is x2 y2. Okay, now see there is a line AB whose coordinates are x1 y1 and x2 y2. Now you are supposed to find the slope of the line AB. Okay, now how do you find the slope of the line AB? Now for this, now let us draw perpendicular here. Now see, this is the symbol similar like we did before for finding the distance formula. So you draw perpendicular here. Let us suppose that this is AM is perpendicular. Let us suppose this is BN is perpendicular. Okay. Now again from here you can draw the perpendicular line. This is, let's say, AP perpendicular here. Okay. Now if this angle is theta, let us suppose this angle is theta. Okay, and of course now see, if you extend this line, now see, look at here, if you extend this line, this angle is also theta, this is the corresponding angle. So what is the slope of this AB? The slope of the AB is what? Slope of AB, this is m equals to tan theta. Okay, because the angle is theta. Now see, what is tan theta here? Tan theta means what? This, in this triangle, tan theta means perpendicular divided by base. So perpendicular, this is tan theta is P by B. This P is BP and B is what? AP. Now you need to find the value of BP and AP. Now see, what is the value of BP and AP? Now in this case, this is x1 y1 means, of course, this is OM value is x1, yeah, and this value is what? Y1. This we have already discussed in our previous lecture. And ON, this is x2 y2 means what? This whole value is what? X2, and this whole value is what? X1. Sorry, y2. Okay. Now in this case, see, now this is x2 and this is x1 means what? This mn. This mn is what? This is x2 minus x1. Yeah. If this is x2 minus x1, of course, this is the opposite sides are equal. X2 minus x1. Now say, in this case, this AM is y1, so of course this is PN also y1, and this whole is y2, this PN is y1 means this BP is what? Of course this is y2 minus y1. This is what? BP. This is y2 minus y1. And this in details I have already discussed in my previous lecture. Okay. Now see, in this case, let's put the value here. What is BP there? Now BP is y2 minus y1 divided by what is AP? This is x2 minus x1. So this is how you get the formula of slope. So there is two formulae for slope. One is slope equals to tan theta, and another is slope equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. And now the very important is, when do you use this formula? Mostly students, they get confused there. So remember, when angle is given, use this formula. Yeah, angle is given, always remember angle with the x-axis, positive x-axis is given, then use the formula m equals to tan theta. And when the coordinate points are given, okay, when the coordinate points are given, then use the formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. For example, now say, let's say find the slope of a line passing through let's say 5 comma 6 and 7 comma 0. Now see, if you are asked to find the slope like that, now see, there is what? Coordinates are given. Coordinates given means what? This is given what? X1 comma Y1, and this is given what? X2 comma Y2. So you use slope formula is what? This is simple, Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. This is Y2 minus Y1 means what? This is Y2, 0 minus 6 divided by, this is 7 minus 5. This gives you minus 6 by 2, and this is minus 3. So the slope of this line is minus 3. This is how we find the slope. Okay, now this much for today. Hope you have understood my lecture. Okay, now thank you for watching my video. If you still have not subscribed my channel, subscribe it and click on the bell icon so that you will get the notifications of every upcoming videos. Okay, now if you like this channel, click on the like button, and if you have any comments, keep comments on the comment box. Thank you once again. See you in the next video. Bye bye.